Hello everyone. In last several months, FIIs are net sellers in Indian share market, which means they have significantly reduced their shareholding in a lot of companies in the Indian share market. But there are still several listed companies in which FIR seems to be interested, and they have increased their stake significantly in those companies in last couple of months. So in this video, I'll share top 10 such companies in which the FIIs have increased their stakes. So let's get started. So before moving on, please read the entire disclaimer carefully. So the first company is Knowledge Marine and Engineering Works Limited. Now this company, if you see, the FI holding currently is 10.88% in October 2025, which used to be only 0.74%. So between September and October, FIs have bought more than 10% stake in this company. This is a huge amount of stake FIs can buy in a company. So from 0.74% to 10.88%. It's a humongous increase. And who actually sold? Promoters have sold and the public have sold. So that means it's a good sign. Whenever the institutional players are buying stakes in the company and public is selling, that is generally considered to be as a positive sign. Now let's move on to the next company, which is the IDFC First Bank. Now IDFC First Bank, as you see, FIIs now hold 35.6% in IDFC First Bank. It used to be 24.64. So from 24.64 to 35, again almost 11% increase in the stake of FIIs. So again, a very important and a very significant purchase by the FIIs. DIs have sold a bit, government have sold a bit, and the public have sold a bit. So everyone else have sold their stake, whereas FIIs have bought a significant stake in IDFC First Bank. Again, a important, uh, a significant development in this company. Let's move on to the third company, which is the Utkarsh Small Finance Bank. Now, Utkarsh Small Finance Bank, if you see the FII's shareholding at the moment, it is 13.07%, which used to be 1.68%. Okay. So again, around 11.5% increase in the FII's shareholding. CDIs from 2.4 almost to 10.7, 8% increase in holding of DIIs. Okay, although public too have bought into it, but promoters have sold a lot of stake in this company. So again, FIIs and DIs both have bought Utkarsh Small Finance Bank in a bulk in the last couple of months. So again, a positive sign for any companies if institutional buyers are buying them. Let's move on to the next one, which is the Medi Assist. Now, Medi Assist, uh, if you are in a IT job, you might have came across this company. It serves several large MNCs, for example, TCS and some other large MNCs as well for the healthcare needs of their employees. Now, if you see the shareholding pattern in this, FIs have increased their stake at the moment to 25.83 from 23, which was 13.89 just in June. So 3 months back it was 13.89, or 5 months back it was 13.89, and now it's 25.83%. So huge, buying almost 13% or 12%, almost 12% increase in FI stake in this company. So very good sign for the future of this company, I guess. And there is a reason why the companies in which FIs increases their stakes are considered, it is considered as a positive sign, because FIs, they have data, they have the insights which we as a retail investors do not have. So if FIs are buying any company in such a large volume, there is something which is not known to us but are known to them. Anyways, let's move on to the next company, which is Artemis Medicare Services. Now, Artemis Medicare Services, company, if we look at the shareholding patterns, FII now hold 12.48% in this company, which used to be 0.37 just couple of months back. Okay, so almost 12% increase in the shareholding of FIIs. Again, a very good sign for any company. Let's now move on to the next one, which is Pasalo Digital Limited. Now, this company, if you see the FII shareholding, it has now increased up to 20.89, 20.89 from 8.08, more than, I would say, close to 13%, close to 13% rise. Now, there is a very interesting pattern over here. FIs used to hold almost 20%, increase it to 20.11%, around 20%, then this starts decreasing. 17, 15, 15, 13, 10, and 9.5, then 10, 8. So you see in last 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, and 11, in last 11 quarters, FIs were actually reducing their stake in this company. And now suddenly in last 4 5 months, they have increased their stake significantly from 8% to 13%. That is, they have more than doubled their stake in this company. It's a huge, it's a huge news for any company, especially companies which are not the large cap companies at least. Okay, now let's move on to the next one, which is the Vishal Fabrics Limited. Now, Vishal Fabrics Limited company, this company, if you see the current shareholding pattern, the FI own 24.51%. One fourth of the company is now owned by the FIs. And in June, that was 2.9. And in March of this year, that was just 3.21. Okay. So last 8 9 months, from 3 to almost 11, and from 11 to 24.5%. So FIIs are betting huge in this company, from 3% to almost 25% in just a matter of 8 to 10 months. So extremely, extremely positive news for this company as well. The next company is the India Bulls Limited. Now, this India Bulls is not this the one Samman Capital. No, it's not Samman Capital. This India Bull, they are now trying to resurrect and come into this realty sector, I guess. So, if you see the current shareholding patterns, FIIs from 1.29 to 15.2%, so almost roughly 14% increase in their stakes and many folds increase. So from 11.7 to 11.6 to 10.47. So keep on decreasing 9.15, 9.06, 8.47. And they sold everything in September last year. Then they started increasing a bit, a bit, a bit. And now they have invested a huge amount of capital in India Bulls Limited with 15.20% current holding. So very good for this company. Next is the Yes Bank. Now, Yes Bank is the ninth company in the list. Yes Bank, if you see, there are no promoters in this company. FII's stake from 24.95% to 44.95%, 20% increase in stakes. So you might have came across the news that the Japanese firms are investing heavily in Yes Bank. So 20% increase in a company of Yes Bank's size. So extremely, extremely positive news for for this company, as well as those investors which are already stuck into this company, and they now have a ray of hope for sure. Now let's move on to the last company of this, and this company is the one in which the FIIs have increased their stake the most in the entire Indian share market. And that is in terms of percentage, not the amount, in terms of percentage of the shares that they hold in the company, change in the percentage of shares. Okay, that is the Clara Industries Limited. Now, Clara Industries Limited is a very micro cap kind of company, but you see, there was no holding of FIIs till September 2022. Then they started to invest a bit, and they have now increased their holding significantly from 6% to almost 29%. So, roughly 23% increase uh, in a company. So, huge news for any company, but especially a micro cap company. This is something unbelievable. Public has sold their stocks, promoters have sold their shares, and who grabbed those FIIs. So these are the top 10 companies in the Indian share market in which FIIs have invested significantly in last couple of months. So that is all from my side in this video. Thanks for watching it. And if you've liked the content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye and happy investing.